समस्त जन कल्याणे निरतं करुणामयं नमामि चिन्मयं देवं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरम् वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुम्. So today we begin verse 26 of the 17th chapter. I read it. Sadbhave sadhubhave cha sadityetat prayujyate prashaste karmani tatha sachabda partha yujyate. This verse says, the word sat is used in the sense of reality and of goodness. And also, O Partha, the word sat is used in the sense of an auspicious act. Now, see, this is very interesting that the word sat is reality, satya, it is from satya. So, satya is reality. But देखो क्या कह रहे हैं, satya is used in the sense of reality. Number two, it is used for goodness. Now, see, so many words we have. We have satsang, which is, of course, for truth, sadguru, sadbhavna, sajjan, satkarma, even for good action. See, satkarma. So, this sat is a very interesting word, sat purush. It is used for many, and here, yahan dekhiye, reality and of goodness, and also opa, the sat is used in the sense of an auspicious act. तो auspicious act का क्या है? कोई भी आप अच्छा, anything good you're doing, any good action, dan, tap, jap, anything. The word sat, when you begin it with sat, it is considered as auspicious. It removes all negativity. And as we have been doing in the past few verses, that any action that you perform, anything that you begin getting into, say Om Tat Sat. Begin it with Om Tat Sat. That mitigates all negative forces. Also, if you're doing a puja, archana, upasana, then when you say Om Tat Sat, then vidhi doesn't matter. Even if you have not done any proper vidhi, आपने अधिष्ठान नहीं किया है पूरा, जैसे पूजा के पहले करते हैं, even that the puja becomes sattvic if you say Om Tat Sat. That is what we had done yesterday, right? So begin any good action, anything where you want to be successful, any job you're doing, any action you begin, puja, part, upasana, archana, they even say dan. Even if you're giving dan, then begin by saying Om Tat Sat. Because as you said, dan is also of three to isme likhe hain, sattvic, rajasic, tamasic. But dan is of more than 24 kinds of dan. Pata nahi kya aur kya aur kya. So, you know, all that, even if it is a negative dan, even if it is a dan done with arrogance, if it is done with insult, or as I said, it is done, you are tricked into doing dan, or you are shamed into doing dan, or whatever it is, the negative force will be removed by saying Om Tat Sat. And that is what he is saying over here. Now, as I said, it is used in the sense of goodness also, reality also, and for any auspicious act. अच्छा, दूसरा यहाँ पे, this word parth, I want to explain. The word parth means of the earth, something to do with the earth. When somebody dies, you say na parthiv sharir. Parthiv Sharir means the body made of mud. Okay, so that is called Parthiv. So anything Partha se shuru is of earth. Now, how it began was that Prithvi had withdrawn all its generosity, it had all its resources, it chained to itself because the ruler was unfair. The ruler of that country of India, some place, was a cruel ruler. He used to torture people, he was unjust, and so they say that when you have such a ruler, then Prithvi stops giving abundance. It changes its abundance, and that is what happened. And then there was a king that was born called Prithu. Okay. Now, this Prithu was a Sadachari, he was a sadhu, and so Prithvi again started, flowering, and there were fruition, and there were so many other things happening. It was giving out gems and things and all. Prithvi became very, very fruitful. So, then it got the name as Prithvi from this king called Prithu. Okay. Now Parth Arjun is called because this Prithu was an ancestor of Arjun. So this story, just remember that is the reason Arjun is called Partha. Partha means descendant of Prithu. Okay. And from which even Prithvi got its name, from Prithu. Acha, another thing is that now you notice that Krishna many times calls him Parth. So Gurudev had explained that there are sometimes he calls him Parth when he wants to tell him that you stand up to your lineage. Don't shame your lineage. Your behavior should be like a Satpurush. Your behavior, your acts should be noble, your thoughts should be upright because you belong to the clan of Prithu. And so this was one. Another was when Krishna was almost kind of scolding Arjun that don't be such a fool. Then he used to call him Partha. Gurudev used to say Partha means, oh, muddy headed fool. Oh, fool who's got just mud in his head. Then also he used to say Partha. But here he is saying it that, that respect your great lineage. Live up to your great lineage. Understand the family that you belong to. And don't act low and foolish. That is why he says Partha. So we have understood Satya. These are the two important words in this. That all action, Karmani, when you begin with the Shabd Om, then it becomes auspicious. So this is one. Now, देखो इसमें गुरुदेव ने कहा है, Gurudev has written that in our everyday contact with the world, we live in a realm of relative reality. And the seeker is apt to take the world perceived and felt, thought of, as real, as absolutely real, which it is not. Even the scientists are telling us today, the great, great scientists, those who are on a very high level of science, they all are telling us that the world is an illusion. It's not actually there, isn't it? I always quote Sir Arthur Eddington, who has said that the biggest illusion of man is solidity. There is no such thing that exists. So think about it. Our bodies are solid, table, chair, house, everything is solid, and the scientists are telling us it's not there. Well, our Vedanta said it long, long back that it is just an illusion. Now, with that reality in mind, when you interact with the world, then think about it. What is important? How much importance do we give to little, little things? Somebody said this to me, this happened to me, this one was unfair to me, this one insulted me. Who are you, my dear? Who are you? Just think about it. Who knows you? You have no choice, you have no command over yourself. Do you have command over your thoughts? No. Over your dreams? No. Over the situations in your life? No. Over which disease would you like to choose for your body? No. What have you command over? Do you have even command over thirst and hunger? No. Do you have command? Would you choose that no, I will be born to these parents and not those? No. Do you have command over I don't want to exit the world or I want to exit right today? No. Do you have command over going to the bathroom even? You have to go when you have to go. It's an order. You can't digest your own food. आप हो क्या? आप कर क्या सकते हो? सोच के तो देखो, सोच के तो देखो. And who are you? Gurudev used to say, a speck of microcosmic dust in some corner of the universe thinks me. I am so and so. I belong to this family. My social status is this. How dare somebody look at me like that? How dare this one smile was a little more than needed. Got something in his mind against me. Who are you? Who are you? For that matter, who is anybody anywhere around you? Nobody. So he's saying here that you live an relative reality. Now, relative reality kya hai? Okay. What you think is real, according to your brain, according to your thinking, according to your education, what you give importance to may not be important for the person next door. So what is the reality of that? It's a relative reality. You think it's important, the other person thinks it's not important. You think that Mr. X is a very good man, and somebody else thinks that Mr. X is the horrible man. We all have experience of the neighbor's child, isn't it? Who comes and troubles you every day, and you think he's a devil incarnate, whereas for the mother of that child, he is the biggest angel in the world. Right? So, what is the reality of that child? Is he a devil or is he an angel? Relative reality. The reality is dependent on your mind. Think about it. You create your own reality according to the importance you give to anything. Something you think of as negative, another thing you think of as positive. Anything conducive to you and your likes and dislikes, you like. If it is not conducive to your likes, you get away from that thing, isn't it? Whereas somebody else may have just the opposite thinking than you. उसके लिए वो reality है, आपके लिए कुछ और reality है, right? So think of this. So he says there is no such thing as absolutely real in the world. The only reality is Om, Pranava, the ultimate truth, the ultimate reality. That is the only reality. Okay. Come to the next verse. Yagne tapasi dane cha sthiti saditi chocyate karma chaiva tadarthiyam sadityeva pidhiyate. It says steadfastness in sacrifice, austerity, and gift is also called sat. And also action in connection with these for the sake of the supreme is called sat. That is called, the word is sat karma. Good action is called sat karma. See, there is a prefix of sat in the word. That means any act that is done for sacrifice, austerity, or gift, the three he names, is also called sat. Because it's a noble act. Okay? But in these, understand one thing. The first word he said is steadfastness. Sthiti. जो आपके वर्स में वर्ड है वो स्थिति है. This is a very important verse. And sthiti means that You should always be established in this. हम लोग क्या करते हैं, आज जब कर लिया, अभी 3 दिन नहीं किया, हाँ, then someday, oh, I was too sleepy to do it, I was too tired to do it, I was too, so there is no steadfastness. जप में steadfastness नहीं है, दान में steadfastness नहीं है. Somebody bullies us into giving dan, we give it. Somebody shames us into, we give it. Or we give it on our own because signing a check is the easiest form of dan. There are so many dans. Shram dan, anna dan, vidya dan, prem dan. So many kinds of dan that you can do, but you don't do because the easy thing is to sign a check and give it. And then congratulate yourself, oh, I've done great. But all the other dans, Vidya dan, there are so many dans which people do selflessly for the benefit of others. But in those dans also there has to be steadfastness. It has to be continuous. Not this ke ek baar kar diya bahut ho gaya. Or once in a year kar diya, once in a month kar diya. No. Gurudev used to say every single day. Every single day, you are supposed to do a selfless act for the world around you. Otherwise, you are a weight on this earth. We are taking every day from everybody, aren't we? Somebody grows food for you. Some institution and its teachers have taught you. All the knowledge you have is a gift from those teachers to you. Right? The people who have brought you up, whether your parents or your aunts or your uncles or your dada or your dadi or whosoever has brought you up, that person has labored and brought you up. You haven't just come out of the mother's womb and suddenly become what you are today. No. There has been a contribution of many, many people, and we have gratitude for that. So what are you doing for the society, my dear? That is steadfastness in doing noble acts of sacrifice. Acha, austerity. Now see that austerity is translated as tapa. Tapa does not mean torturing the body. Tapa means that any kind of discomfort that you have to bear to help somebody else or to do something selflessly for somebody else, bear it and make it a habit. Helping others first. ठीक है ना? अब ये देखो, this will prompt you to change your lifestyle. You know, austerity means a simple, clean, neat lifestyle. No pompousness, no show. People indulge in all kinds of fashion. That if I do this, people say, oh wow, how smart, oh wow, how beautiful. No. Beautiful and smart is he or she who loves others unconditionally, loves humanity, does for humanity, no matter what they have done for you or not done for you is not the question. If you are looking at what they have done for you, then you are doing a bargain. You are returning a gift. That is not austerity. That is not nobility. If you're doing something thinking that this person I'm doing today, this person will help me someday, with that thought, then it's a business, it's a commerce. You are investing the action, isn't it? So then you have a baniya brain. मैं आज इसमें I'm doing a good action for this person, and this person will do something good, nice for me. No. आप business नहीं कर रहे हैं. Here, all these sacrifice, austerity, and dan, they are all called sat when they are done in nobility. For the sake of the Supreme, Gurudev writes, for the sake of the Supreme doesn't mean only for God. You see God in everybody. I know it's very difficult. I know. It is very difficult to see God. But dekho, anybody who has his mind established in anything will see only that. See, if somebody is fighting with you, saying all kinds of horrible things to you, is it very easy to see God in him? Only that person will see God in him also, who is established in the Lord. I'm giving you an example of Mozart. His wife left him because he was all the time with music, and his wife left him and went away to her mother's house. That this chap doesn't even earn, he doesn't even give me money to run the house, and I can't live here. So she went away. Mozart went back to the house to get her. So she never came out, but mother-in-law came out. And mother-in-law started blasting him. She was standing on the stairs on top, and Mozart was standing down there. She went on and on and on and on. But what was Mozart doing? He was not even listening to what she was saying. He was listening to the sounds that she was making. And from those sounds, he was composing the war symphony. Now, think about it. Just think about it. कि क्या हो रहा था और उसका दिमाग कहाँ था. He was getting a battering from his mother-in-law, right? And he was composing the war symphony with the sounds she was making. And it's a famous symphony. But why I'm giving you this example is that even if someone is saying all kind of horrible things to you, just for a moment detach and try to see the Lord functioning through him. He is just an instrument. That person is just an instrument. The Lord is enabling him. So try to get to the Lord. Don't even listen to what he's saying, he or she, whosoever. Just tune your mind to the Lord inside and say that, okay, the Lord is through him trying to bash my ego. Thank you, sir, very much. I have got it. I'll try and improve. Bas, mani man socho baat khatam, to hell with him. Who is he? He himself is a beggar. It is only the instrument that the Lord is using. So try to think, what is the Lord trying to tell you? What is the Lord trying to show you? What is the Lord trying to teach you? Try to think on those lines. Just like Mozart, who only was hearing the sounds, he was not even listening to the words she was using. Okay? अच्छा, तो जब ये ऐसा कुछ भी होता है, just invoke the Lord by saying Om Tat Sat. In your mind, say Om Tat Sat. Om Tat Sat. See, sorry for the personal example, I was being operated for क्या कहते हैं उसको, tonsils. And so the doctor was giving me a general anesthesia, something new that he had done research on, and he asked my father that can I test it on her. And my father said, yes, go ahead, test it. No, he put the needle here. He said, okay, now say good night before I put the needle in, because when I put the needle in, you will not be able to say good night also. So I said, Bhaiya, good night to main kehti nahi. I just said, Om Shri Ram, Om Shri Ram, and he put the needle inside. Gone. What is your last thought? Be careful on that, huh? Whatever, when they say, na, when you die, so whatever is the last thought, your mind gravitates towards that. Your thoughts gravitate towards a new body according to what you're thinking. So I asked Gurudev that what about those people who go into a coma and they know nothing. So when they pass away, उस वक्त उन्हें कुछ पता ही नहीं है. Or if somebody dies on the operation table under anesthesia, he doesn't know anything. So then Gurudev said, the last thought before that person becomes unconscious. So whatever is the last thought, your mind will gravitate towards that. So understand very clearly. The easiest thing to do is sote vakat bhi say Om Tat Sat or do your jap and slowly put your head in the Lord's lap and go to sleep. Getting up in the morning, first thing, remember the Lord. So this is what steadfastness is all about, right? Lean, neat, clean, simple living, thoughts of the Lord in whatever, thoughts of the Lord with whoever is dealing with you, thoughts of the Lord with whoever is taking care of you, or thoughts of the Lord to whom you are taking care of. Even a child has the Lord in him. If you're taking care of a child, think कि ये बाल गोपाल हैं, मैं जो कुछ कर रही हूँ, it's a puja for me, right? So say Om Tat Sat. And that will convert rajasic actions as well as tamasic actions into sattva. That is what the Lord is promising over here. That when you say sat or when you say Om Tat Sat, even rajasic and tamasic actions become sattvic. So just must say Om. Om is a very, very big, it tunes your personality up to the Lord immediately. And not only that, your mind will expand into a large consciousness, which is the supreme reality, and you will not think small. Me, my body, myself, my ego, my personality, my position, my status, none of that. These are all very, very petty, very petty. They come in an instant and go in an instant. बड़े से बड़ा, बड़े से बड़ा. All the dictators you see today, no? All these Putin and Trump and whosoever have you, Ayatollah and this one, that one, Xi Jinping and how long are they there? How long can they dance to their ego? Think about it. इनसे भी बहुत बड़े बड़े हो गए हैं. Where are they today? People don't even remember their name. So think about it कि हम कौन हैं? Who are we? Laughable. It's just laughable. Now, see, in the last few sentences, he says that supposing, it is through actions that you generate vasanas in your mind, it is through actions that you generate thoughts in your mind, it is only your actions that condition your thinking. वो कहते हैं ना कांटे को कांटा निकालता है. So when you want to get rid of the karam phal of wrong actions, any wrong actions will have a wrong effect, okay? When you want to liquidate those actions, the only way is do good actions. Then it becomes quits. Because the good actions balance the negative actions. And they liquidate. हाँ वो कहते हैं ना डबल और क्विट्स वाला वो एक गेम नहीं होता. So हाँ, so then when you do good actions against bad actions, then they quit. अच्छा देखो, और उसमें होता क्या है? How does it get quit? Now this is the question, carefully, because I also asked Gurudev कि Gurudev, karma never, you can never bypass karma phal. So if you have done something wrong, the karma phal to will come. So how come good actions can minus that? Good action का तो good phal होगा कभी. But if you've done a wrong action, उसका तो wrong phal होगा ही होगा, and you will have to. So Gurudev said to me that the Lord helps change your reaction to it. Carefully, carefully. It is only the reaction to an action that gives you dukha sukh. It is your thinking that gives you dukha sukh, right? So whatever is happening to you, if you don't feel bothered about it, if your mind is conditioned only to feel joy and not be affected by what is happening, then you are in sukh or not. Whereas the same situation in another person may cause a lot of dukh to that person. It depends on the impurity and purity of the mind. So with good actions, your mind slowly, slowly purifies. Slowly, slowly, your vasanas get cancelled. Slowly, slowly, your likes and dislikes become less strong. And when those are less strong, then it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Supposing somebody is giving me galis in French and I don't know French, I'm getting my karam phal. I may have given him galis in my Pishla Janam. Now he is giving me abuses in French and I'm laughing because I think he might be complimenting me or he might be telling me something or the other. तो my reaction क्या है? दुख का है क्या? नहीं है. What I'm trying to tell you is that through good karmas, how they cancel this, they cancel your reaction. Karm phal to aapko milega. You cannot escape it. See, if you jump from the 7th floor, what will happen? You will break your limbs. But supposing in breaking your limbs, your mental condition is of happiness, you will not, you will get pain in the body. That is a reaction. But mental reaction depends on you. What is your mental reaction? Mental reaction, even with a small word somebody has said to you, you can go into a fit of crying. Oh, he said this to me, right? There might be another person who says, huh, it's his problem. If he said it, I don't become. Somebody calls me an ass, I don't become an ass. Let him call me an ass. How does it matter? Right? Now, this is one reaction. Another reaction is to feel hurt and sorry and sit in your room and cry it out. And all. That is getting the karma phal. So the Lord changes the reaction. So mental reaction, when it changes, आपका दुख सुख बदल जाता है. This is a very important point. Please be very careful about it. I know sometimes situations in life have happened when other people have said to me that, oh, you must be so unhappy. But I was not. I was quite elated. And everybody said, aren't you ashamed? Because, people were expecting me to get a distinction in a certain subject. I did not. I even missed my first division. So teachers were disappointed, people were disappointed. And I went jumping to the college thinking I've done great. So when the teacher started saying that, oh, we are so sorry, then I also started thinking, oh, I'm supposed to look sad. I better look sad rather than happy. Now, see, their reaction because of their expectation was different to the same situation. My reaction was different. I was very happy. I missed my first. I was boasting about the fact that, see, I missed my first by 0.001%. Can you see how good I am? And they were saying, look how horrible it has happened. So it is your own reaction. Okay? So, by good deeds, you make, Gurudev says, by an intelligent adjustment of mental thoughts. This is a very good phrase, intelligent adjustment of thoughts. Okay? And our mental attitude changes completely. और देखो इसमें क्या है, गुड डीड्स ऑफलोड योर वासनास. वो एक बहुत अच्छी एक सूफी नज्म है जो कि आई थिंक हुए संग शुभा मुडगल है संग, कबीर का है वो. जो चलना राह नाजुक है, हमन सिर बोझ भारी क्या. Why do you unnecessarily keep on things on your head के उसने ये करा, उसने ये कहा, वो ये कर रहा है, वो फलाना वो कर रहा है. Why? It's their world, it's their life, it's garbage. Throw it out of your mind. It's their problem. They are making their own karmas. So why are you going up and down? आप अपने सिर में बोझ क्यों लगा रहे हैं? ठीक है? So see, any action, the motive of that action determines the karma phala. This also point, please understand, karma may be the same, but the motive will determine the karma phala. Very clear. And I always give the example of a doctor. A doctor slits the abdomen of a patient to transplant a kidney. Okay? Now, पेट तो उसने भी फाड़ा है. And a murderer also sticks a dagger in the victim's stomach and rips his stomach open. The murderer's motive was to kill. The doctor's motive is to cure. Motive bilkul alag hai. The action is the same. Okay? I give this example to tell you that motive determines the karam phal. The doctor will get a punya, the murderer will get a papa. As clear as that. If you are sleeping in bed, okay, and any one person XYZ is sleeping next to you, and in your sleep you kick that person, you have kicked him, but the motive was not there at all to kick or disturb or anything. So you will not get the karam phal of a kick. Motive nahi hai. And many times when the motive is there, you may not even have done the full action. You will still get the result because the motive was wrong. ठीक है ना? हाँ. So whenever you confront anybody, whosoever it is, teacher, student, sevak, doctor, nurse, a just anybody, husband, wife, children, and whoever is doing whatever to you, invoke the Lord in that person, and the Lord will act through him for your benefit. Any action becomes a prasad if you take what is happening to you with prasad buddhi. When you get the prasad, you don't say मुझे कम मिला, उसको ज़्यादा मिला, मुझे बर्फी मिली, उसको लड्डू मिला, ऐसा क्यों, why me, ऐसा तो नहीं कहते ना when you get the prasad. So whatever the Lord has made for you, take it as the Lord's prasad with folded hands, pray to him and say, oh Lord, you know what is best for me, just do that what you think is good for me, period. And that will become prasad because your motive is that. Your attitude in life is total surrender to him. Do for me what you think is the best for me. Okay. Now the last one. अश्रद्धया हुतं दत्तं तपस्तप्तं कृतं च यत् असिद्ध्युच्यते पार्थ न च तत्प्रीत्य नो इह. देखो, whatever is sacrificed, given or performed, and whatever austerity is practiced without faith, just underline this, without faith, whatever, whether it is sacrifice or it is dan or it is tapa, if it is practiced without faith, it is called asat. Asat means a useless action that neither benefits nor harms nor anything. You have done it without any faith. O Partha, it is not for here or hereafter. After hereafter means after death. ना तो death के बाद उसका result आएगा, ना इस life में उसका result आएगा, because you have done it with no faith in it. देखो, faith is very, very important. Whether you're starting a new company. I'm just giving an example. Huh? Starting a new company. Unless and until you have faith in yourself and in your partner that you are going to generate a very good income, you are going to benefit people, you are going to do this, you're going to do that, you have faith in the project that you are undertaking, how will it be successful? Will it be successful? No. To gain gyan, you have to have faith in the teacher. Unless and until you have full faith in the teacher, that the teacher, I am here to get from the teacher, you will get nothing. Unless and until you have faith in your doctor, that you will not gain from his treatment. एक डॉक्टर, आई स्टिल रिमेम्बर, हमारे घर में एक आते थे, वो पहले थे ना फैमिली फिजिशियंस कमिंग होम, सो ही यूज्ड टू कम होम and he told my father-in-law that you have malaria and I'm sending the medicine. He wrote down the medicine. And my father-in-law no, I don't have malaria and I don't believe it and I'm not going to have this medicine. मैंने कहा, Daddy, please, unless you know, what do you want? You want a proof that you have malaria? So I made the doctor take his blood test. And when the report came, it is malaria, only then he took the medicine. Now, see, no faith in the doctor's words. No faith in the doctor's words. He would not take the medicine. Would he have got all right? He would never have got all right. So, faith in the doctor, faith in the teacher, faith in whosoever you are dealing with is very, very important. And along with that faith, have that mental attitude that the Lord, my Lord, is functioning through this person. And my Lord will do whatever is good for me at this moment. I don't even have the brains to think what is good for me. So let the Lord, in His supreme intelligence, who runs the entire universe without fault, let Him decide what is good for me and let that happen. Every day you should pray like this. Every single day, pray like this, that, oh Lord, today let that happen to me, what you think is good for me. Okay? So, ye hai, and hereafter. So then, देखो, ये word use कर रहे हैं असत. In the second line, first word देखो, असत. असत means जो है ही नहीं, which is not real. Asat means that which is not real. Okay? Even if you see it, even if you hear it, even if you're experiencing it, it may not be real. Let me give you the example of a dream. How real is the dream? You are experiencing it. Huh? You are feeling it completely. You are in a particular situation. There are people, there are mountains, there are trees, there is everything. You can see it. You can feel it, see it, and you are experiencing every emotion. Is it real? How real is it? No. So please understand that if something is asat, if you are doing it without faith, it becomes asat. एक sentence में I'm telling you. If you are doing it without faith, no matter what you're doing, जप तप दान यज्ञ हवन कुछ भी आप कर रहे हैं विदाउट फेथ इट बिकम्स असत एंड असत अगर है इफ द थिंग डजंट एग्जिस्ट कैन देयर बी एनी रिजल्ट कमिंग आउट ऑफ दिस unreal can only come out of unreal nothing can only come out of nothing something that is non-existent how can you expect a result from it it's not there ये संस्कृत वर्ड है असत्य असत्य मीन्स नॉन एग्जिस्टेंट इन संस्कृत अच्छा देखो ऐसा कहते हैं अगर आप कहें कि यू नो इन माय ड्रीम a robber came and robbed my house and in the morning I got up and everything in my house was gone absurd it is totally absurd it happened in asat how can it translate into sat I won a lottery in my dream, and in the morning I woke up with a big bank balance. Stupid, ridiculous. It cannot happen. So understand this that when you do an action without faith, it becomes asat, clear. So anything you do, anything you indulge in, anything you go through, have faith in what you're going through. Have faith in what you are doing. And with that faith, the action becomes sat. Surrender to the Lord and pray to Him only one thing. Don't specify, मुझे ये चाहिए, मुझे वो चाहिए, मुझे वो चाहिए. बुद्धि नहीं है पूछने की. Like Gurudev used to say, I wanted to give you a diamond, but you only asked for a brinjal. So here, take the brinjal. This what you want, take it. मैं तो हीरा देने वाला था. तो फिर He, in His benevolence, will look after you the best that he thinks. If you have surrendered completely to him, you are at his feet. So, when with full faith you are at his feet, you have surrendered like a child in a mother's lap, small baby in a mother's lap. He never doubts the mother, never doubts the mother and her intentions, So, just do that, and with full faith, one should do everything, whatever one is indulging in. And that will determine the quantity, the quality, the texture of the result. The texture of the result will be determined by your faith, how much faith you have. Okay, so Om Tat Saditi Srimad Bhagavad Gita Su Upanishastu Brahma Vidyayam Yoga Shastre Shri Krishna Arjuna Samvade Shraddha Traya Vibhaga Yogo Nam Saptadashodhyayah. Om Tat Sat. Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari